The panic sets in. You want to draw, you don't know what to draw. You want to draw a horse, but what kind of horse? What kind of horse do I do? There's just too many options here. There's only one way to settle this. What should I name it when I'm done? Spraggles? No, that's not a horse name. Jeremy. Belinda. Perhaps. Jacob. Justin Bieber. Tom Hanks. I like Belinda. You could go with Belinda. I'm such a pretty Belinda. Looking snails, eh? There we go. He's starting to yourself. Oh, let's get it out. Beautiful. I'm gonna leave his Bible like that. Okay, I actually don't know how to draw them, guys. So, I'm gonna have a little booty stripe. That's fine. Now that montage is over, I'm going to start explaining some of my process. For this drawing, I decided to go with a rear view of a horse since it's newer and I haven't drawn it in a while. The Wheel of Names chose the color done for me and no paint markings. I kind of wanted to do paint markings, but oh well. So for the done, they do have darker noses, so I'm going to start getting my black points on the nose in place simply by shading it in nice and dark and then working around it with lighter and putting less pressure on. With getting darker shades, it's all about how much pressure you use with your pencil. One thing about duns that I did realize as I was flipping through some pictures and looking at some of my models, some of them have the same darker area around their eye. I wanted to incorporate that in this drawing, so very carefully I'm letting the eyelids stand out, but also making it nice and dark, so when I put the rest of the color in place, it'll show up darker. Mission success, and now please enjoy some more very out-of-pocket commentary. I need my QR here. Yar. I did a terrible job on R. Layer near Paris. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. Oh no, they don't really talk like this. I just like talking like this. It's my brain. They say, well, I'm bored shouting. Well, bored is the wrong word. I'm just bored. A little bit sick of it, you know. Rawr. The shouting isn't shouting. Yar. Oh no. Yar. Time for whiskers. Those are too long. Perfect. Yar. Or yar. Or more, I have more to the start. Or more clear. There was supposed to be a stripe on this guy, but because I wasn't focusing, I completely forgot to do it. So simply in the shaded bit, I just take my eraser and I clear out a spot, and then I just fill it in up to that stripe. And this was kind of my first time blending with a Q-tip, and highly recommend. It helps a lot when your fingers are too big to get into some little crevices like around his ear and around his eye. You don't want to ruin the details, but you also want it to be nice and blended over there. 10 out of 10. Because I'm a naughty child, I'm doing the hair by hair detail on the face now instead of waiting until the end of the drawing, because you only live once. But the real reason was, once again, I wasn't focusing and I kind of just felt like it. So nice and easy, I do my hair by hair details in certain parts of his face where shaded areas are, making them slightly darker than the graphite that's already in place. Next, I'm starting in on the next section of the horse, his neck. I shade in nice and not dark but not dark, around his neck, around those muscles. Because he is a dun, I do have to remember to not go super dark and to not fill in too much of his neck, because I'm going to blend all of it together so it matches the color of his face. For horses in graphite, you really need to think about what shade that you're taking out with your pencil. You don't want to make it too dark, but you also don't want to make it too light. But that skill will also come with time. For buckskins and grays, keep it light. For bays, keep it nice and dark. Perfect all-American laps. Perfect all-American hips. I know my place, I know my place, this is it. I don't get angry when I'm pissed. I'm the eternal optimist. I scream inside to the strings, driving me crazy. Like all the time. I'm grateful all the time. I'm sexy and I'm kind. I'm pretty when I cry all the time. I am grateful all the time. I'm sexy and I'm kind. I'm pretty when I cry. I know, my singing voice is absolutely beautiful. But back to business, we got a lovely, lovely result from that muscle on his neck. I erased a little bit and it looks beautiful, scrumptious, delicious. So I'm very proud of that. I took the edge of my eraser instead of my moldable eraser this time. The muscles on the neck of this guy turned out very, very well, so I'm very proud of that. And now I'm entering the hair by hair phase on his neck. And now I'm starting on the pony butt. Same rule as the neck, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the areas that I want to be darker, but don't make them super dark, but also make them just dark enough to fit the done color that I want. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you eat, the better you feel. So eat some beans with every meal. My Q-tip. I'm just gonna leave his booty that. It'll spread. My finger hurts. But swimming, her risk is drowning, but I'm gonna take it. Baby, stand. Pony butt. Get rid of that nasty, crusty, musty, dusty line on the side. And then I'll redo this part. In the final stages of Mission Pony Butt, I do darken up the edges of his booty just a little bit to make it stand out a little bit more against the paper. Once again, I be very careful with my shades to make sure that I match the shade of his face and neck. I did make his butt slightly lighter though, since it technically is in the foreground. And beginning the dorsal stripe, I kind of do like a little dark scribble down the line of his back that connects up to his tail, and then I blend it out. Simple enough, and it makes sense, and it looked like a dorsal stripe. This most definitely was not my first time doing a dorsal stripe. I totally know what I'm doing. And then I just add another darker line in the middle. It seemed to work out fine for my first take. I did not end up filming the mane since I did have to turn my sketchbook upside down to ensure that I didn't smear what I already had. That's karma for doing things out of order. And before I go, I have a big announcement. I just recently have been looking into setting up an online shop where I can do commissions and sell things like original pieces and art prints. But I hope you guys enjoy Scone just as much as I enjoyed making him for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!